Live from the slightly twisted deck bar, it's the Poojie Podcast with Justin Lemie.
Excited to have our next guest on the show. Going to tell you a little bit today about health and wellness. Works as an athletic trainer, so thank you for being here, Isabela Collins.
Hey, Justin. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be on your podcast.
Yeah, no, thanks for being here. We're excited to have you, and I know you have a lot to talk about when it comes to health and wellness, as that is your profession, but just tell me a little bit about what's been going on these recent weeks since the coronavirus kind of started taking over here in America.
So luckily I'm still able to work. I work in a physical therapy clinic. But my other half of my job, I work at a high school as an athletic trainer. So obviously there is no sports or no school going on. So, I've just been working, seeing patients. And it's been really slow actually because no one's having surgery or anything like that. And a lot of my patients are older, so it's kind of, they don't want to come in. So it's a little rough. We've definitely had to make some changes, but I'm super grateful to still have a job and be able to work and make money.
Yeah, no, I would definitely have to echo that. And it's a blessing to still be obviously employed on your end. And while things are slow, this obviously isn't going to last forever. So tell me a little bit about what you do as your job. I know you're an athletic trainer, but tell me a little bit about what goes into being an athletic trainer.
Yeah, so being an athletic trainer, a lot of people want to mistake it as like a personal trainer or physical trainer. So basically just a little rundown. I did go to school for 4 years. I had to get certified. I have to be licensed. We are a professional healthcare worker. We do work a lot with sports and a lot of more the athletic population, but we do so much more than just tape ankles or work people out. We are there for injury prevention. We do rehabilitation. We do a lot of preventative measures. And then of course we're there for emergency responses kind of as a first responder. So we kind of have a lot of tricks and talents in our little athletic training kit, you could say. So that's kind of the difference. A personal trainer is really going to more just really work you out. Physical therapists, they do really heavy on the rehabilitation side. So we have just a little bit of talent from all those different aspects.
Yeah, I do think there's sometimes a little bit of a misunderstanding between what all of those entail. So thanks for going through that. And I know a lot of the gyms, or almost every gym, is currently closed amidst this whole coronavirus. What are some things, maybe in your opinion, that people could be doing at home easy to keep up their physical fitness?
Yeah, so my gym is closed too. So it's been really hard, and it's been hard to adjust and stay on top of a routine that we have built for so long, especially being inside quarantined. You kind of go a little bit crazy. So really it's just trying to stay as productive as possible. Try to live your day as normally as you would, even if you aren't working or you are working from home. If you did work out, try to work out at the same time you did before all this quarantine stuff happened. There's so many different things that you can do without a gym. YouTube is a great resource for you to find basically anything you want. If you want yoga, some muscle, strength training workouts, you can go outside, walk around, get on a bike or anything like that. Just about 20 minutes out there and working out will really change your whole aspect and the way your day is going to go.
And when you talk about that, just like the 20 minutes and changing the way your day can go, touch base a little bit about the mental side of things and how, I guess, exercising and keeping that sense of normalcy throughout the day can really affect your mental well-being as well.
Yeah, so I think, your mental health is super important. And I just think it's even more important in these times that we're going through because either you not having a job or, losing a good sum of money or just having to go through this time that we're not used to. So it's super important to try to keep your mental health as healthy as possible. And I think along with exercising can definitely help boost that. But there are a couple things that I like to do that I have learned through a couple life coaches and motivational speakers that I like to keep in touch with and kind of do workshops with. Making it a point to set some either like affirmations or, celebrating tiny wins. We do this thing, tiny wins, to just celebrate the small things that are happening in life, because we can overlook that and then only focus on the bad things. So like setting affirmations, like I'm alive today. Like I may not be doing the best of my life, but it's better than not having that. Or like I love myself. Just kind of telling yourself these things and reminding yourself will help boost your mental health and mental capacity, so you're not running in the dumps for however long we're going through.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the issue right now is no one knows necessarily how long this is going to last. And I think I know another thing that can definitely help for those at home is just simply picking up the phone and reaching out to people that you're close with. And I think there's been a lack of face-to-face interaction recently, and using these resources just to talk to people and see a smiling face, just to know that someone else is on the other end going through this same thing and kind of facing it head on with you is something important as well. So it's great to always keep in touch with friends and family and loved ones. And it's been really amazing to see kind of what some people have done to keep that sense of normalcy. I guess for you and your family or you and your friends, what have you been doing recently just to kind of keep a little bit of normalcy, maybe a little bit of routine in your daily life that other people can maybe look to do as well?
Yeah, so me and my friends, I mean, you're included in this. We've done the last 2 Fridays. When we were in college, we used to go to happy hour together. So now we've been doing a Zoom like happy hour together for we can go on for hours, but just a little bit just so we can keep in touch, touch base with everybody. Me and my family, I was lucky enough to be able to come to their house for Easter this weekend, but just staying in touch, making instead of just talking or whatever, just make something out of your conversation that you're having with your Zoom or your FaceTime or whatever you're doing. Like make some plans or something. Maybe you guys can cook together virtually or play a game, board game or card game for something, just to make something a little more exciting, that you have something to do. Make it a set plan.
Yeah, and it's funny you mentioned that about the happy hours that we've done these past few Fridays, because before this whole pandemic hit, we had never done that before. So it's one of those things that I think, while this is god-awful and definitely not desired, it's actually brought us as a friend group, and I know a lot of people around the world who haven't seen their friends or maybe some distant family members in a while, brought everyone kind of closer together in a weird roundabout way. So it's been nice to see those similar or familiar faces throughout the weeks and just say hello and check in on everyone. And I think as far as these at-home workouts go that you mentioned earlier, how much time do you think people do need to be putting in? I know some people go to the gym for hours on end to really get a good workout in. Is it necessary to do that at home with all the other distractions? Or tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be the 100% same that you were doing at the gym. Or if you weren't working out before this and you want to pick up something to do because you have extra time, or you want to pick up a healthy habit, it's really about just doing the best you can. There's never a right answer. There's never not one way to do things. You want to be able to push yourself to get that heart rate running. So however much time that is for you, it's going to be different for everyone else. We're all different, fit differently. We all take on tasks differently, but really just getting out there and just moving around, sitting on the couch and sitting by your computer or your phone all day, you become a couch potato. So just get up moving. And it's more about, not necessarily getting a good workout, but just, getting out and being physical for your overall well-being. Even if it's not something that you want to work out, picking up like a healthy habit or a healthy hobby that you could do. Like I recently, because of this, I started gardening, and I'm starting to grow my own vegetables. Some people are learning music. Some people are learning how to cook. Cooking would be something great too, because as we can't eat out as much. So just picking up something healthy to just make your day as productive as possible.
Yeah, it's been really interesting to see what everyone's kind of been doing. And some of those hidden talents that people might not necessarily know they have until they're put into a position to kind of exercise that creative muscle. And I actually had a really good conversation with someone a few days ago talking about how painting is kind of his outlet and what he does to, I guess, relieve some stress. And that's kind of been a lifesaver of his since his days playing football. Kind of led him down a good productive path of just relaxation and stress-free living. So I do really like what you said about those little victories. I'm a very strong proponent of that. I think too often people sometimes try and look for these extravagant finish lines and don't necessarily take too much time to celebrate the little things that they've done, whether it's, maybe not eating fast food for a week or having a soda for that day or losing, 2 pounds. Like even those little victories, especially in times like today, that kind of keep us moving forward as a society, individually, kind of keep everyone moving forward in the right direction. So anything else from you regarding mental health or physical fitness that people should know at home?
Yeah, so I mean, just kind of piggybacking off the little wins, even if it's not something physical, saying that, you got up and you made a bowl of cereal instead of, or like made eggs, that's just anything that you could celebrate in your life. It may sound so stupid, but when you say those things out loud and you change the narrative of how you're talking and how you speak to yourself and about yourself, your outlook is going to be so much different. We are going through so many hard times, and something that we're not used to, and it's hard to compare to something else. So it's super important to keep those positive thoughts in your head. Every Wednesday, through Instagram, I think it's usually Wednesday at noon, at Camp Coolabunga, they do a lot of mental health workshops, quick 20, 30-minute ones. They've done 2 already. I do them. It's really helpful. It really uplifts, and it kind of just changes your day. So if that's something you want to look at, anything on YouTube or people interested in yoga, a really popular and easy yoga channel is Yoga with Adriene. She has all different types for all levels. There's so many other different things that you can look up, but just really trying to just stay positive through all this. And if anyone needs anything, I'm here too. I always love to talk, and if anyone needs anything through these hard times, I'm your girl.
Yeah, and thanks for saying that. I think a lot of people do need someone to talk to as far as health and well-being goes. So I think offline I'll get the best contact info for you that I can kind of put in the bio or the details for people to reach you. But obviously, as I've learned over the past few years, you're a great resource when it comes to health and wellness, and not only physical fitness, but mental health, like you've mentioned here a few times in this video. So I really appreciate you being here and doing this. It's been awesome having you on the show, and I look forward to the feedback that we get from this, kind of seeing what people take away and maybe what people can add. Always enjoy reading the comments and seeing what other people are doing to kind of keep staying strong through these weird times.
Yeah, that's great. And I'm so open to other suggestions too. So for my mental health or physical health, and for others that I'm trying to help with too. So thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun.
For sure. No, thanks for being here, and say hello to the family and stay safe. Okay.
Thanks. Me too. Bye.
All right.